Hey everyone, this is DWS Darius, and welcome to another day in the fish room. Might sound a little bit weird because I do have a little bit of a cold, but today I got to make some major changes. So first off, I just got home from work and I was about to make a video, an Instagram video, because look at this, 100, well, that's probably about 100, more than 100 of jaguar babies, and that definitely looked awesome. And I was gonna make an Instagram video about that, but now I have to make a YouTube video because we have some bad news in this tank. Look at this guy. His whole entire side. Look at his fins. Now I'm not sure. It looks worse in person. The camera, I'm looking at it through the camera, and it doesn't look that bad. But this guy is scratched up severely on his left side and the right side. Both sides are in very bad condition, and the blame goes to the Red Devil. So the Red Devil, like I told you guys, recently has been a lot more aggressive. I do believe it's because he can see his reflection now that I don't have my reef tank. My reef tank was like a light in the basement itself. It kept this whole room very bright. Now that it's not here, it's dark. He sees his reflection. Look at him, flaring his gills nonstop. And this is the second fish he's almost killed. My Oscar, you remember, he almost killed him. And now my favorite fish of all, my peacock bass. This is my biggest fish, 16 and a half, if not 17 inches. And the thing is, these peacock bass, they're peaceful. So even though he's almost twice the size of the Red Devil, he's nowhere near as aggressive. So the Red Devil is constantly harassing him. He's not going to defend himself, because if he does, the Red Devil is going to just increase his aggression. So all of these scrapes, I think they came from the decorations. He's trying to get away from the Red Devil, and he's crashing into the woods. He's hitting walls, hitting rocks, and his entire side is in very bad condition. And even now, the Red Devil over there flaring. So definitely got a problem in this tank, and I definitely got to take some fish out. Now, normally in this type of situation, what you would want to do is take the injured fish out and treat them in quarantine. But this guy is as big as he is. There's 40 gallon. I think if I put him in there, he's going to jump out. I have a 75, but same conditions. This fish is almost the same width as the 75, and just setting it up, I don't think I have enough time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take up the problem. I'm going to take out the Red Devil and allow this guy to recover in his tank. Now, like I said, it's usually best to treat him in a quarantine tank with medication, but I don't believe he's that bad. He has scraped, scratches, missing torn fins, but I do believe he should be able to recover in his tank. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, try to look at this guy. This is a little bit, look at that. So now that he's injured, everybody is trying to take advantage of him. And people have told me that this Orinoco is one of the worst when it comes to aggression, and he's definitely starting to prove that. But I do believe once the Red Devil is out, this guy is able to defend himself from these two, because no doubt they will try to attack him. But yeah, came home and found this guy insane. And he lost it. He's a typical Red Devil. I used to boast how this guy was just the most peaceful Red Devil out there, and he definitely changed. He's 3 years old. I guess he feels like a little man, and he's just insane. So he's gonna go. I'm gonna try to put him in my 350, but in order to do that, I gotta take some fish out. I have my Oscar in there, who he almost killed. I gotta remove the Oscar. The Oscar's gonna come down here. I have my red spot severum. He almost killed that fish. I'm gonna have to try. I want to put him in here, but I don't want these Red Devils to try to eat it. So I gotta figure out what to do with the severum. And then I have my Red Texas, who the Red Devil will try to kill, and I gotta figure out where to put him. And I'll put the Red Devil upstairs. Hopefully he gets along with those other fish. And yeah, we got some moving to do. Now I will say that this is one of the benefits of having a fish room. Coming home to see this was definitely very stressful, but it's like a yin and yang effect. I get the bad, and I also get good, because while this is very stressful, when I come over here and I look at this huge batch of fry, this is very stress relieving. This is like very relaxing to watch this. So while I'm stressed out because of this, it's a little bit balanced, because that's just awesome. So, you know, a yin and yang effect, and that's the reason why I enjoy having multiple aquariums. Ah!
So my sister's still recording.
What?
Leave it recording.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some bloopers behind the scenes.
I'm gonna change it. How am I gonna catch these fish?
I don't know
You're in
that.
trouble then.
How am I in trouble?
Because you should know. And my net that was for this tank is broke. Because we used it outside to catch frogs.
And that's my fault.
Yeah, because it was your idea.
It wasn't my idea, that.
This is all I got, so I'm gonna try to use this to catch them. Now I hate to do this to a fish because now I put the Severum in this tank, but the bad news is now the Severum has to fight every fish in this tank to figure out his place in the hierarchy. Now he is rather big, so I do believe he will have, well she, because it's a female, she will have a decent position, but no doubt the Cuban cichlid, earlier the Vieja, look at the Vieja colored up because he was just trying to fight him, and there's quite a few cichlids in here behind that rock that are all going to try that Severum. Same thing with the red devil and all the other fish. I still have the red devil in this tank. I gotta catch the red Texas, but until then, the red devil's in here. You can see he's harassing the Oscar. The peacock bass, look at the peacock bass. All of them are harassing the Oscar. So while I go ahead and try to catch the other fish, I have to get my brother to break up any fights because this could be stressful. And no doubt the red devil is gonna cause a lot of stress. So I'm gonna go and try to catch the other red Texas and bring him down, and he's just going to be down here trying to break up fights. That right there is a very beautiful fish, red Texas. Now I'm definitely going to need a bigger net to catch the red devil because it's a big fish. So I'm out here in the yard to see if I can get the pond net. Let me see, I got this net. This should be able to do. Oh, by the way, the pond is doing pretty well. I had to build this net right here to keep the leaves out. Maybe I'll do that when it's actually daytime. But yeah, I got this bigger net. The source of all my problems. Yeah, all down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so got the fish moved. The red devil, I didn't quarantine. I didn't do any acclimation because I try to keep my water parameters as close as possible. So it's pretty much the same. So he's in here trying to adjust, and we're just gonna see how everything looks tomorrow. I think that most likely he is gonna be still pretty spooked, but by the weekend I should know. It is the weekend. By Sunday I should know, and by then I might give you guys an update. But I predict that all should be well. Of course he's gonna try to put these tilapia in place, jaguar, but all those fish should submit, and if that's done properly, hopefully they work out together. If not, if he's too aggressive, I'm gonna have to put him by himself in that 75 gallon that I showed you earlier. But yeah, that's this tank. I'm just gonna turn the lights off, and their day is over. Now down here, we're definitely gonna see some differences because the red devil, as you all know, was the tank boss. So now we're gonna have a new tank boss. I believe that if this guy becomes tank boss, this Cichla ocellaris, he's gonna get a nuclear hump. Because that's all he's waiting for. He's almost the biggest fish in the tank. Well, he probably is when it comes to weight. This one is longer, but he's almost as long. He's taller definitely, and most likely more. He weighs more. But if he's the most dominant fish, I know he will be hard on the other two peacock bass. But I think in comparison with the red devil, he definitely won't be as bad. The Oscar, he should adjust pretty well. But I do feel as if something is missing. I don't think it was a fair trade to Oscar for the red devil, because the red devil was worth like 2 fish. So I want to figure out if I could find maybe another fish to put in there. And the only other option would be from this tank. So in this tank, who could go in that aquarium? Yeah, the 10-foot barbs, they're not ready yet. They definitely will be eaten. The Severum, I was thinking, might be a nice fish, but the thing is she small enough? I mean, is she big enough? Because if she's too small, the peacock bass will try to eat her. So I'm not sure if I want to take that risk. The biggest fish in this tank, look at the picture. You'd never see that fish because he's extremely shy. But the biggest fish in this tank is this Vieja. And I'm thinking that the Vieja in this tank might do good. The only problem is the Vieja is on a different diet than these fish. So definitely don't know what to do as far as any other fish. So you guys give me your input. I have the tilapia from upstairs. Those now tilapia, they eat the same diet, so they definitely go in here. Let me know what you think. Those will be a good match. Nobody in here is big enough yet. The Jaguar is not big enough. So either tilapia upstairs, or I was thinking about this red Texas, but I don't think it's big enough either. So the tilapia or this red Severum, I think it may be able to fit because it's pretty tall, or this Vieja. Who do you think should go inside of the 350 for the time being? No doubt, it definitely will be a lot more space for whoever goes in here. And on top of that, it should be it shouldn't be too bad because most of the fish in this tank are not too aggressive. So yeah, everyone, just a day in the life. We get some good days, some bad days. Look at this. Now I gotta spend the rest of my night cleaning up. I spent about a half an hour moving these fish. Now I can spend another half an hour cleaning up. And yeah, I'm just, like I said, a day in the life. As always, let me know what you guys think. Definitely let me know what fish you think should go in this tank. And I'll get you guys on the next one.